Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF, bringing you episode 1 of what's going to be a new Let's Try. Just got to catch my breath a little bit, but hope you guys are well and ready to check out this game. So, this game just came out literally like about a month ago in real time, the end of February, I think. And it's a huge, massive open world CRPG in the Pillars universe. If you guys are familiar with Pillars of Eternity, this is a game that, I needed a boost because while I have a few Let's Tries and Let's Plays that I started, past couple days in real time, I haven't really been feeling like playing anything. Just been kind of moping around a little bit. So I needed a shock, a burst of something, and this stood way out, and I said, yes, let's start that. It's a new game. It's one of my favorite genres, open world RPG. So we're going to check it out, guys, and I hope you're ready to check it out with me. Go on this journey together. So this is probably going to be character creation only. I don't know if we're going to get through that to get to the actual game, but it's going to be a lot of fun, so stay tuned, and let's go, son. It's episode 1 of Let's Try Avowed. This is an Obsidian RPG. The developer's Obsidian. So we're going to get it in, guys. I don't know what to expect. I haven't really played it. I went through a little bit of character creation before, but that's about it. But we're going to start that process over and have a blast together as it installs something. I didn't realize it would be doing that. But yeah, it's an open world RPG in the Pillars of Eternity universe. So very high magic, lots of interesting races and classes and stuff. Should be very interesting. Bear with me, guys. I will be right back. Bong bong, here we go, son. All right. We in this thing. Generating shaders. The game is optimizing shaders for your system to ensure smooth performance and reduce in-game stuttering. This process converts shader code into a format tailored to your hardware, enhancing visual effects and overall gameplay experience. Depending on your system, compiling may take a few minutes. Also wanted to say, guys, if this video is in any way choppy or less than buttery smooth in the output, I will fix it for episode 2. I just need to record this first one and see how it goes. But it should be okay. My settings shouldn't be too much. We should be able to play on ultra settings and also record on ultra or so. We'll see, though. We'll let it compile. I'm excited, guys. I'm so excited. I really needed some energy, something to really get me going. I did start a few different Let's Tries that I really do want to continue at some point, but now is not really the time for those. I needed something more drastic to get me playing again after a few days of just, like I said, kind of just moseying around, not doing much gaming-wise. Xbox Game Studios. Okay. Oh, my audio is not right. I'm so sorry, guys. Bear with me 1 sec. All right, I'm so sorry. Let's try that again. I'll go about 5 to 10 minutes further at the end of the video to make up for this first 5 minutes. This will go through really quickly. And here we go. We're at it again. Yes, okay. Xbox Game Studios. Here we go. Let's see what we're in store for here. Obsidian Entertainment, makers of many classic RPGs. This is just the latest in a long laundry list of name brand titles. Risk of seizure. Let's get that auto saving when it flashes that icon in the bottom right corner. All right. Let's get it in, guys. Very beautiful artwork, Avowed. First of all, we're going to check out the settings. Windowed full screen, 240 FPS. Motion blur 20%. Ray tracing on, upscaling. DLS frame generation. Insert additional frames between rendered ones, enhancing perceived smoothness and responsiveness. Only supported with RTX 50 series. I have a 40 series, so that's not going to work for me. Graphics, everything in Epic. Then we've got the game, English, 10-minute autosave. Auto track quest mode determines when your track quest will change. On quest complete. Now I don't think we should have, we're not going to have auto track quests. We'll track our own quests. Tutorials, reminders, crouch mode is a toggle, sprint mode is a toggle, third person view, head bobbing is on. World camera sway strength, movement while walking or running. Should be a little camera sway, right? We'll say 7%. Auto activate companion abilities. When this is enabled, the companions will automatically use their abilities in combat when appropriate. When it's disabled, the players will have to manually activate companion abilities. We'll go with auto. Not because it's just easier, but because it adds sort of a cool AI element to the game. Incoming attack warnings, visual indicators for incoming enemy attacks, useful for anticipating attacks and improving reaction time. Disabling this option provides a more immersive but challenging experience. We'll turn it off. Combat blood is on. Hit flash mode. This effect provides immediate feedback during combat, making it easier to recognize successful hits or when damage is taken. Disabled, visual flash effect feedback will never be presented on successful hits. Flinches only, visual flash effect feedback will only be presented on successful hits that cause the character to flinch. Or always. Yeah, we'll keep it on flinches only. Aim assist, I guess. Attacks move toward target. Automatically move your character toward the enemy when initiating attack. No. Dodge aligned to target. Automatically adjust your character's orientation toward the target when dodging. Helps maintain focus during evasive maneuvers, but reduces manual control over positioning. Automatically adjust your character's orientation toward the target when dodging. I don't know. We'll have to play with that one, see how dodge feels. Slow time on dodge hit. Slow down time briefly if hit from an attack while dodging. To improve reaction time and precision. Enhances tactical combat but reduces the overall challenge for experienced players. Okay. Blocking aligns the target. Automatically face your character toward the enemy when blocking. Ensures defense is directed at incoming attacks but reduces... No, I don't want the auto align like that. Swap mouse and keyboard hand actions. Always. Main hand input executes offhand actions. Offhand input executes main hand actions. While dual wielding, swap hand actions only when using two one-handed weapons. Swap mouse and keyboard hand actions. No, we'll just put never. We'll apply the changes and keep it moving into audio. Sound mix, speakers, we'll go headphones. 80% UI. There's a lot of options, guys, so bear with me here. UI text size normal. High contrast documents. Increases the font size and applies a bolded. No. Conversation subtitles. Auto continue. Automatically continue the next line once the current one has finished playing. I don't usually care for auto continue. I like to continue myself. So probably hit off on that. Show conversation responses immediately. No. Wait. Hide failed dialogue checks. Hides unselectable dialogue options that you do not meet the attribute requirement for. I guess for fun purposes, we'll keep that off. We won't hide it. Shrink dialogue checks. hides the name of the attribute or background in a dialogue check. It's more challenging, so we might want to maybe turn that on. I don't know, we'll play with it. Interaction icons. Visual icons that appear when there are objects nearby you can interact with. Loot shimmer, a shimmering effect on lootable objects to make them easier to spot in the environment. Override binding confirmation. If you rebind a key that already exists, it'll give a pop-up to confirm. Display identifier and player character sheet. Show or hide identifier. Oh, we don't need that. Chatter subtitles. Background opacity. Subtitle minimum display duration. Set the minimum amount of time subtitles remain on screen. Go with 1, I guess. HUD on. HUD opacity. Or opacity. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Quest tracker mode. Always visible. Region names on. Experience notification. Objective markers. Damage numbers. Aiming reticle. Allowability redial readying. Notification duration. In-game notifications. I want that on long because I usually miss them. Compass. Lock compass to north. No. Compass pickables. Compass corpses. Hostiles. God shrine totem pieces are off. We'll apply our changes there. Accessibility. Text size. High contrast documents. Didn't we just check this? What was I in? UI? Oh, huh. Oh, and then I guess it goes into it. I don't know. That's weird. Keyboard. We'll play around with this, make sure the sensitivity is right. Alright, we're good to go. So let's get out of there and hit start new game. Like I said, we're probably going to just get through character creation.
A world where mortals live, die, and are reborn through the turning of the wheel.
Here we go.
In a cycle of reincarnation, watched over by the gods. Our gods, some of whom love us more than others. Your home, the Adiran Empire, is treasured by Wodica, Our Lady of Law and Vengeance, the burned queen. But our goddess has lately turned her eyes from us, and our empire has suffered revolts, famines, challenges to rightful rule. We lack a common purpose, but we could find it in the living lands, a rich and lawless island settled by fugitives, wanderers, exiles, and us. Yet the more we free this place from danger, the more the land fights back. And now, as our colonists crowd into Paradise, the last safe city, the locals find themselves crowded out. Many years ago, you were born to a family in our Adiran Empire, and in a rare turn of the wheel, you came into this world a godlike, touched by a patron god in the womb. To some, a blessing. To many, an abomination. You grew up an outsider, but I saw potential in you. Potential and an opportunity. And within my court, you found purpose.
The king?
Now I call upon your vow to our empire and name
something.
you my envoy. Venture forth in the name of your homeland and secure our future.
Cool. Simple premise. And here we go. So here we have some presets. We can start from a preset. There's many different features that you can put on the characters. I like some of these presets. Pretty cool. We'll start from that. And toggle armor, T. Alright, and we'll work from here. Body type. You hail from the Adirian Empire, one of the world's major colonial powers. Adir is a nation forged by centuries of war between neighboring human and elven kingdoms and formed by their eventual alliance. Your emperor chose you to journey to the Living Lands to investigate the Dream Scourge. Okay, so this is more elven. Body type. Elven, human. We'll go elven. Skin tone. Skin tone's actually right on the target there. Face preset. Need to be a lot taller, I think. Let's see. We'll get into all the face reconstruction and stuff as we go. But we'll start from a good base if we can. That's a pretty cool start. Godlike features. You're godlike. A rare individual, born blessed or cursed with a connection to one of the gods. Godlike manifest their divine heritage in unique physical features and innate abilities that reflect their patron deity. Different cultures may view them with suspicion, reverence, or curiosity. Strangely enough, many of the godlike have disappeared from the world in recent years, but you have not. Stranger still, you've never learned which god touched your soul. Display godlike facial features in-game. NPCs will still react to your godlike features. Yes, so let's check these out. Here's what we have. We can change things though. These are pretty cool. And I don't think you can edit these too much. Whoa. No eyeballs. Wow. You're a living flower. Oh, that's kind of cool. Whoa, Barkman. Cornucopia head. I'm gonna go with that actually, I think. That's pretty cool. You can still see your face pretty good. Godlike hair features. Display godlike hair features in game. Sure. Whoa. Looking good, buddy. Kind of a mushroom thing going on. Whoa. That is wild. Quite cool. I go with that, but I hope it does something when we put helmets on, like... I think that looks really cool. Go to hair. Not that hair matters much at this point. That's just too much hair. Wow, look at that. It fits each hairstyle perfectly. That is awesome. That is really good attention to detail. What's that? looks more female. Let's see. Wow. That is so wild that it matches up perfectly. With the hair and stuff. Let's keep looking. So maybe with that. I think that looks pretty good. There's a lot of styles. I think we have found the right one. You guys think too short? No, we'll go with that. Facial hair. Root facial hair color. Set to hair color. Preset colors. Facial hair highlight color. Too much going on. That's maybe doable. Do we get, or do we just go clean shaven? Clean shaven, let's go clean shaven, I think. Got enough going on with the hair and stuff. Alright, eye properties. Eye size. Whoa. Maybe minus 10%. No. Eye position. Try to customize it as best we can. Eye spread is fine. Minus 10%. Eye depth. I mean, no big deal either way. Eye angle. Just 0% angle. Both eye colors. That'd be a pretty cool color. That's striking. Kind of like that right there. Left eye color, different from right eye. No, then we've got brows. Brow size. Brow position. maybe 30%. Brow spread. Brow depth. Brow angle. Eyebrow color sets root hair color. Very good. Nose. Nose size. Nose root width. We go bigger size. No, it's really wide. We won't go with a big nose. Nose position. Wow, it really changes the face. Nose depth. Give us sort of that pronounced look. It's a little big, but it's cool. Root width, I don't know what that does. Nose tip direction. Okay. It's a striking profile. So maybe 40% depth. Face shape. Cheek position. Maybe minus 20%. Cheek width. See what that does. 40%. Cheek depth. Can't really tell. Jaw position. Jaw spread. Jaw depth. Doesn't seem to do anything. Chin shape. Chin size. Big chin, lack of one. Chin position. Chin depth. Looking good. Mouth. Lips fullness. Lips width. 20% lips position. Lips depth. Gotta get that chin worked on a little bit. And the jaw shape. Alright, mouth, onto the ears, ear size. Always love some good ears. Some big ones. Wow, they're a little too big. Maybe 30%. Your position. Go higher with them. Your depth. I think we're almost done. Oh, we can get them a little poking out. Let's leave that 0%. Alright, facial features complete. Move on to the next step. Complexion style. Got different complexions. Freckles. It's a little harder to tell what's going on in this one. Complexion color. Okay, lips. Leave the lips alone, probably. I don't know, does that look normal? No. Maybe 30%. The lips a little color. 20%. Lip color. Okay, facial scars. I don't want to get too much on there. I won't go with any scar. Eyeliner. No. Get some makeup-y eyes. But no. Go with nothing. And makeup. Wow. That is pretty wild. Look at that one. That's actually pretty cool. But it's just too much going on. Huh. Wow. They're game changer makeups. They just change so much of how the face looks. That's kind of cool. But again, I'd probably just leave it as is. You get like a tattoo. He needs to shave. Alright, we'll go with anything here. No makeup. Go to the next one. Alright, now we get class and stuff. Arcane Scholar. Your background provides unique dialogue options and determines your starting weapon. All equipment and abilities are available to you regardless of your background. So Arcane Scholar, after graduating with honors from Broggenhill Academy, you published a treatise on soul lineages that threatened the legitimacy and drew the ire of a local lord. When he had you arrested, the Emperor intervened and recruited you into the archives of the Imperial Court. Your mind is a bottomless well of occult knowledge, legal precedent, historical observation, and poetry. You've forgotten more than most people will ever learn. Count Augur. When your village's crops failed, your strange insights and unsettling manner earned your neighbor's suspicion. You foresaw the torches and pitchforks and fled to High Crown, where the Emperor recognized your talents and elevated you from back alley fortune teller to his personal mystic. You have learned how to wield power from the shadows. All it takes is a dash of influence and a pinch of deception. Noble scion, you were born to a noble house of great influence, middling wealth, and questionable morals. When scandals and succession disputes saw your family cast down, you threw yourself on the Emperor's mercy and he shielded you. Canny yet refined, you have become a formidable force at court and an invaluable ally to the Emperor. Vanguard Scout, born to humble beginnings and driven to desperation by famine, your life was destined to end on the executioner's block until the Emperor spared you. You're more at ease in the wilderness than in court, but your cleverness and observant nature have made you one of the Emperor's most trusted operatives. Whether tracking prey or spying on enemies, your skills are put to work, both inside and outside of the throne room. War hero, you distinguish yourself on the field of battle, fighting a violent Skaeanite uprising, and the Emperor honored you with a place among the elite tall grass spearmen. Some of your scars are less obvious than others, but you wear them all with pride. The Emperor values your loyalty, your grit, and your martial prowess. I'm going to say maybe Court Augur. Back alley fortune teller? No, maybe Noble Scion. Yeah, let's go with that. Noble Scion. You were born to a noble house of great influence, middling wealth, and questionable morals. That's our background. And then let's see what else is next. Attribute points. Alright, interesting. Let's start at might. A character's physical and spiritual strength, brute force, as well as their ability to channel powerful magic. Increases your damage from all sources, also increases your carry capacity, which is the amount of weapons and armor you can carry before becoming encumbered. Great all-around choice for dealing more damage. Constitution, a combination of the character's overall health and endurance, increases your maximum health and your resistance to poison and bleeding statuses. Improves survivability for players who like to be in the fray. Dexterity, a character's hand-eye coordination, balance, and overall grace, increases your attack speed, weapons, and abilities, as well as your action speed, equips, consumable use, parkour, and reload speed. Good for builds where mobility and the flexible use of your arsenal is key. We'll put a point into that. Oh, we have no points available. Perception, a character's senses as well as their instinctive ability to pick up on details, increases your critical hit chance and your maximum range for weapons. Wands, guns, and bows will be more effective at longer distances, ideal for rangers and casters who favor ranged weapons. Intellect, a character's logic and reasoning capabilities, increases your maximum essence and your resistance to the ignited, shocked, and frozen statuses. Great for wizards who focus on spellcasting. And resolve, a character's internal drive, determination, and fearlessness, increases your maximum stamina and the frequency and efficiency of second wind. When taking lethal damage, you will fight off death more frequently and jump back in with more health. Good for warriors who need to swing big heavy weapons and survive big hits. So this is actually perfect. 2 might, 1 con, 2 dex, 2 perception, 2 intellect, 1 resolve. I'm fine with that. And then we have game difficulty. Normal. Requires strategy and efficiency, but forgives a few mistakes in combat. Hard. It can be changed. Difficulty can be changed at any point. So we're going to start on hard. Suited for action-based RPG players who are looking for a challenge. Survival requires strategization of stats through different equipment, abilities, and upgrades. And then Path of the Damned requires mastermind strategization of builds and loadouts, and above all, perseverance. We'll just go with hard. Voice. Identifier he. Display identifier and player character sheet. Display godlike features in game. Hair features, yes. Facial features, name, envoy. Let's change that to Elzarian. And I think we're done, guys. We made our character. Finalization. We're good to go. Am I good with the hair? Or do I want to go more like I don't know if that's much of a men's haircut or not. Where's that one that... Fits up there perfectly with the hair. No, we're gonna go... If I could see it without the hair stuff or the godlike features. Whoa. High cheekbones, interesting looking character without the facial features. But I want to see without the hair. Now let's look at hair. Easier way to check it out. Oh my gosh, that looks exactly like my best friend in high school. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. We'll probably just go that one. Go back to godlike features, turn it on. Alright, so we're good to go. We Gucci. Let's call it a finalization. And we're going to see what comes next. Bong bong. Character designed. Wait, you cannot remake your character. Alzarian. Yeah. Alright, let's go, son. Wait, let me look one more time. Okay. Start the game. The Living Land, Spring 2831. Whoa, crazy graphics. Oh my gosh. Hope it's not choppy. I'll have to turn down some settings if it is. That is so crazy looking. I want to thank you guys for joining me. Oh, dang. Whoa. Probably gonna wrap it up after this.
What do you know of the Living Land?
My buddy.
The
Hi.
rumors and tales are so vexing, they cannot be true.
High Crown, capital of the
And yet they
Adirian
are.
Empire.
Those untamed wilds, overgrown with the most curious wonders and the most dreadful abominations. There beats a dark pulse within the heart of that soil. Something vile stirs beneath the earth, seething with rot and decay.
Oh.
A corruption growing beyond everything it touches.
Oh, dang. Whoa, man.
Its foul tendrils reach towards us.
Whoa, look at that.
Lash out at the Empire itself.
That's amazing
I
looking.
command you, go to the Living Lands, find the roots, and if necessary, sever them.
Look at that. Wow, so
You are my one boy. Remember your vow.
wow. Crazy.
An empire rest upon you.
Let's go, son. 6 weeks later off the coast of the Living Lands. Cannons firing. happened? Eothas is the god of rebirth, redemption, dawn, spring, and light. Years ago, a farmer by the name of... Oh. Okay, we're on a beach, it looks like. Oh boy. Huh. Okay.
Envoy, over here.
Tab to hold track. To disable tutorial pop-ups, open the pause menu. Okay. I want to stop here for a second. We're 46 minutes in, so I got to wrap it here. But stay tuned for next episode, and we'll go talk to that homie there and see what's cooking on this island. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining me through character creation. It was a lot of fun. We're going to be playing quite a bit of this, I feel, so strap in and get ready. And hope you guys enjoy and join me on this journey. So hope you did enjoy. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe before heading out. Greatly helps my channel and it's greatly appreciated. Also, if you want to become a huge boon to myself and the channel, you can become a member here on my channel or on patreon.com/fluent. Definitely check that out if interested. Shout out to all my members. Love you guys. And love you non-members too. So we're going to save here. I guess we can't name them, so we'll just save. So hope to see you guys in the next one. Until then, be well, live well, stay well, and much love, peace, and joy. We'll get into it next time. Manual save, we'll make a backup. And I will see y'all in the next one. Can't wait. Game looks amazing, bro. Awesome stuff. Alright guys, peace out. Ciao for now.